Well, we're joined now by Lauryn Goodman to share her side of the story. Morning, Lauryn. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, essentially, you found yourself at the heart of one of the biggest tabloid stories of the summer. I wonder how that's been for you and your family.
It's been quite difficult. Yeah.
In what way?
I'd say emotionally. And yeah, I'd just say just the heaviness of it. It's just been really difficult to handle.
What made you want to come on the show today?
So I am joining Celebs Go Dating on Wednesday. So it airs this week. So that's my entrance point for Channel E4 Celebs Go Dating.
And what made you want to go on that show?
Well, I was umming and ahhing about whether it was the right time or whether I should go on it, because I think in one sense people are saying, you know, you're not over your ex, why are you going on it? And then in other sense people are saying, well, now's as good a time as ever. So I think I just wanted to get back out there and start trying to heal from everything, really, and to see the process.
I think one of the things that you've said is you want to protect your children now from further spotlight, from further focus. But by going on to something like Celebs Go Dating, that's going to draw more focus to you and to them, isn't it, and what you've been through? I
think I've always been, ever since, well, I think it's been about, probably since I was around 23, 24, I've been in the public eye. So I've kind of always, since having children, I've been in the public eye, but my kids' faces and everything are private on Instagram. We live kind of, you know, a private life in terms of people don't know what we get up to. But in terms of the spotlight, yes, of course, everything's been flung into the spotlight.
Can you take us back to the beginning a little bit and tell us how you first met?
Gosh, we met over a decade ago.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, that long ago. Yeah.
How did you meet?
We met through my sister and a few mutual friends, and then we became very good friends for, the whole time, apart from the very end of our friendship where it became more.
Okay.
What's the relationship now like between the two of you?
Currently, there is no relationship and everything's dealt with through the lawyers, but, yeah.
How difficult is that for you, or for two children that, you know, have a dad that I'm sure certainly your eldest will know and love?
It's really, really difficult because, obviously, Cairo asked a lot about his dad and he formed that bond with him. So it's just trying to navigate that, I think, as best you can, because obviously everyone's situations are different and everyone has unique circumstances. But as long as I kind of put them first, then I feel as though my conscience is clear with that.
How do you feel about the position that you're in at the moment?
In what sense?
It feels as though it's complete turmoil. How do you feel about it? Is it where you wanted it to be, or where do you see this going?
No, it's not where I wanted it to go at all. I thought that maybe we'd be dealing with it in private, but it didn't go that way. And in the future, obviously, I hope that we can be amicable for our two children, because obviously they should come first. You know, they're beautiful children.
Yeah.
It has just been really, really hard to navigate, but I just have to do my best I can for them. I kind of live in this kind of closed-off bubble with them. You know, they're kind of my safe space. So we kind of just try and not listen to outside noise.
Yeah, because I feel like it is always, any time where I've seen anything like this, it's always very much that it's the woman that receives criticism. It's the woman that's kind of vilified. Other things are passed off as bad behaviour. How do you feel about that?
I understand what you mean about that, and that's been the tough bit about it, I think. But like I said, I just try to ignore and just focus on my kids, because I can't do anything else. You know, you can't force people to kind of see what you went through, or, you know, I know the truth, so...
You're in a situation, Lauryn, where you have two beautiful children that I'm sure are your world and the most important thing in your life now. Do you have any regrets about any of the things that have brought them into your life and how it all came about?
I can't say that I have any regrets, because my children are my world.
If you could go back and do things differently, would you?
But then my children wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be who they are, you know?
But then what are you going to tell them? Because they're very little right now, and so they don't understand everything that is going on. And that's quite nice, actually, while you're figuring everything out too. That's quite nice. But what you have to think, what are you going to tell them, and what will you tell them?
I don't know, because I think I didn't know that I was going to have a second child. So I think you can never predict the future. And so I feel like I'll just have to navigate it day by day. You know, at the moment, Kyrie's asking a lot, but he's where his dad always played football and trained away. I've kind of got that easy story at the moment. So I just think I have to navigate it as best I can, just as long as they're protective. I always will have to tell them the truth. That's one thing that I know. But yeah, I'm kind of in no man's land with that at the moment. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer for it.
Does he watch his dad play football on telly?
He watches with my granddad. He's very into sports. He's actually really knowledgeable, which sounds weird for a 4-year-old, but he's a really intelligent little boy, and he'll know the offside rule and the yellow cards, and so he does love it. And obviously he's used to supporting his dad and that sort of thing. So I don't want to do too much change to my little boy all at once. I'm trying to, you know, tread carefully with it all. It's
been a really difficult time for both families. Unquestionably, there's lots of things we can't talk about here legally. You've made that clear to us, so we can't ask you questions, you can't talk about those things. But I wonder what you make of the fascination, the interest that has come about from where you are and the scenario that you're in, the public interest and the tabloid speculation. How do you feel about that?
I actually think a lot of people probably go through what I'm going through, but just not publicly or not on this scale. So I think maybe a lot of people can relate to it. You know, every family's unique, every situation's different. And so I don't know. I just try and navigate.
How have you dealt with some of the criticism, some of the backlash that there has been from the whole scenario?
I just block the noise out, because...
Is that easy to do?
It's not easy to do, but it's something that I've had to figure it out, because if my energy's affected and then I'm going home stressed, or, you know, I've got 2 children then, and so then that goes on to them. And so I have to make sure that I'm the best version of me to give to them. It's not easy.
Would you say you've been the best version of you so far in the situations that you found yourself in? Or, in hindsight, would you have done things slightly different? I'm not talking about your children, because I know that you love them, you know. I'm talking about how you personally have handled situations or your actions. Would you have done anything differently?
I think no one's perfect in life, and obviously hindsight's a wonderful thing. So I don't even know. It would take me back a while. There are maybe things that, yes, I would probably change. But we are where we are now, so...
We've got a statement from Carl Walker's lawyers that we have to read out as a right to reply. This independent judgment speaks for itself. The proceedings were never necessary. Carl's offer could have been accepted months ago and would therefore have eliminated the need for added stress to all involved. My client and his family now asks that the media fully accepts or respects their rights to a private life as they navigate the next steps and attempt to limit the damage to the children involved. We haven't been able to talk about the court case. That was a really important thing from your perspective that you couldn't talk about, which is what he's referencing there, or his lawyers are referencing there. So, look, Celebs Go Dating is on this week on Wednesday?
E4, yeah, Wednesday.
E4.
Good luck.
Are you hoping to find love, Lauren?
I am. It was really intense. It was a really, really intense kind of process, so I'm nervous about it.
I'm sure it'll be very watchable, as ever. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank
Oh,
you.
hello. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.